Good day, everyone. I believe we all enjoy the trading. So this evening, I want to show everyone how to use the spiking robots and also the importance of the VPS in the aspect of the spiking robots. Though it is not that necessary that one have the VPS before running the spiking robots, one can decide to be using the laptop direct to access the spiking robots for the trading. But the reason why we all prefer using the VPS is because you see these spiking robots, it can only work on the system, the PC, the laptop, the desktop. It can't work on the phone. But the VPS, which is virtual private server, will allow the robots to be working on your phone without even accessing your system. When you have the VPS on your phone, the VPS is just like a computer. It's just like having a computer running on your phone. Whatever you can do on the laptop or your computer, you can also use that VPS to do it. So when you now implant that VPS on your phone, it now allows you to be able to access all what spiking robot can do. Before one can use spiking robots, so two things are involved. But firstly, let me show you the VPS. So here is it. So let me use this one. Okay, this is my VPS. So if you are someone that have your MT5 on your laptop or your desktop, so you will notice that when you open the MT5 and you log in your information there. So you notice that it will pop like this. You'll be having something like this. Unlike the phone, that it will be different when you open the MT5. So MT5 on the laptop or a desktop open like this. But if it is for the phone, so it's open like this. Let's see the phone. So this one is phone like this now. So this is MT5 for the phone. So this one is for the phone. So it work like this. But for the laptop, just like the VPS, so it is like this. It will be like this on your laptop or your desktop. So now let's now assume that you have the one thing I want you to understand. It is not necessary that you understand or you know how Flores work before you can operate the spiking robot. So that is the advantages. Even sometimes people that doesn't know anything about forex, they get more profit more than people that even understand the forex. You know the reason why? Because people that doesn't know the forex, they stick to the rules in using the robots. But people that know the forex, most time they will try to make some adjustments or even try to trade manually that will not favor them with the spiking robots. But if someone can just stick to the rules of the spiking robot, you see this spiking robot I'm talking about, there is no way you'll be using the spiking robots and you will be losing in the forex. So that one is certain. So far one stick to the rules. It is only when one try to avoid the rules that you will be experiencing loss in the forex. So and the rules is simple, which I'm going to show everyone how the rules work here. You see, this is the chart. This is crash 1000, as you can all see. This one is for the crash 1000, yeah. So this is crash 1000, as you can see. So this is crash 1000. So this one I'm moving here. So it is just like using your mouse on your laptop. So this one is my mouse. This one is mouse. So this is my keyboard. So if I don't need it, I offer it. My mouse is here. So let's now assume that you are someone that have the spiking robot or you are having the intention of buying the spiking robot. So all what you need to do is to install the spiking robot here. So when you purchase the spiking robot, so there is video, so that will guide you how to install the spiking robot on this MT5. So I'm already having it here. So here is this. So the spiking robot is already here, and all what I know is when it is already installed here. So and it is on. This is algo trading. So all what you need to do when you install the spiking robot is just to click on this algo trading, and the robot will be picking the trade. So whenever the entry pop up. So but before you turn on the robot, so and that is when the indicators come at the board. So we have indicator that will be guiding you in using the spiking robot. But if you are guru in the forex, you don't need the indicator. So all one you need to do is to analyze the market. When you analyze the market, because for you to be using the spiking robot, if it is for the C1000, the market must be on the downtrend. But if it is for the B1000, the market must be on the uptrend. So, so those are the rules. So for someone that doesn't know the forex now, so that person must stick to the rules of looking for the uptrend and downtrend. The downtrend for the Crash 1000 and the uptrend for the B1000. All what we trade with the spiking robot is C1000 and B1000, just to avoid the drawdown. So here is the indicator. Let me move to it. The indicator. Yes. So you have an indicator something like this. Here is it. So the indicator is like this. So the confirmations for the Cash 1000. Now, assuming that you want to trade Cash 1000, the rules that you must follow before you can trade Cash 1000 with the spiking robots is that, don't forget, for the Cash 1000, all what we are looking for there is uptrend. So to trade Cash 1000, the red zone, this one that you are seeing here, must be forming here. There must be red forming on your indicator here, and also the red arrow must pop up on this page. The red arrow and also the red zone here must be forming. So those are the two confirmation for the crash 1000 before one can trade it. So what is happening in the market now? It is green, so that is forming, and also the last arrow that we are having here is green. The last arrow that we are having here is green, and we are having green zone here. So that means cash 1000 is forming uptrend, and what we are looking for the cash 1000 is downtrend, not uptrend. So for us to get our downtrend for the cash 1000 now, so that means this green arrow, the line here must go up like this and be forming the red here. So when this one is forming red here, so the arrow must pop up here. As you are having green here, the red will pop up here. It will come up. So immediately the arrow pop up here, and this green and the red is forming here. You just on your robot for the Crash 1000 immediately. On it. When you on it, you have nothing to do there. We have for example now, you can see here, this is Crash 1000 in the 30 minutes. So that means the analysis is for the 30 minutes. Assuming that you use this Crash 1000, you can use 1000, you can use 1 hour time frame. You can use 1 hour time frame, and you can also use 30 minutes time frames. So let's assume that you use 1000, you use 1 hour time frame. So this is H1. You click on this H1, so 1 hour. So this board will change to the 1000. We change to the 1000. We change to the an hour. So let me click on it like this. So this is H1, an hour. So an hour. So this is for the an hour. So let it load finish. Good. on 1 hour time, this is 1 hour time frame. We can use 1 hour time frame and also 30 minutes. So those are the two time frames that we use for this indicator. The 30 minutes and also the 1 hour time frame. So you can see on the 1 hour time frame, the red is already forming here, but the red arrow is yet to pop up. So which means we are waiting for the red arrow to pop up before we can turn on the robot for the C1000. So let's now assume that it is 1 hour that you change this your indicator to. Analyzing the market using 1 hour time frames will allow the robot to stay long in the market. It will just be picking entry. When spike occur, it will close. It will be the one to be opening the trade and be closing. Your own is just to be watching the indicator like this. It pop up on it. That's all. You are done with your own work. Just leave every other thing to the robot. It will be the one to open the trade and it will be the one to close the trade. All what you need to be doing, you just to be packing your own dollar. You leave it. So let's now assume that you use your 1 hour time frame to analyze the market. So assuming that I use my 1 hour time frame to analyze the market in the evening, now maybe around 8 o'clock. That 1 hour, I can leave the robot to be working. I can turn on the robot from that night to the morning without me having any intervention. I can just leave it, just turn off your phone and you leave it. That an hour can allow your robot to at least to trade for like from that evening to the morning, and it will be picking the trade, it will be closing it and picking another entry, be closing it. So you wake up in the morning, you see your dollars there. But if it is 30 minutes time frame, so you just need like maybe like 3 or 4 hours. 3 or 4 hours, at least you go back, you try to check the analysis back. So if there is more entry, if this green arrow is yet to pop up, so you can still leave your crash 1000 robot to be trading. If the green arrow is yet to pop up, that if it is only red arrow that is pop up, that is still working, green is yet to pop up, and this red is yet to touch this place to be forming the green zone, you leave it for a while. So and be allowing the robot to be picking trade. So immediately that you notice that the green zone is forming here, and also the arrow of this green pop up, turn off your robot for the crash 1000. You don't leave it on again. Off it, so that the robot will not be picking wrong entry. Not that the spike will not occur when the robot picks the wrong entry, but it might even take longer, which can lead to the drawdown. So that is pullback. So it's likely to take some time before the spike will occur. So which can affect one capital. So it is more advisable to stick to the rules. When the arrow pop up for the crash 1000, which is red arrow, and also the red zone is forming, you turn on the robots and you start packing your dollar. You don't have anything to do. Your wood is just to on the robots and be checking the indicator. That's all. Anything about having knowledge of forex doesn't concern you. You leave it. So robot is to be doing everything for you. It will be the one to analyze the market, open the trade, close the trade. That's all. That's all. So, but for the B1000, so the same indicator, I'm the one that changed the color here, so don't mind me. So the same indicator is for the B1000. So all what you need, the B1000 is the opposite of the crash 1000. So what you are looking for the B1000 is for this green zone to be forming, and also for the green arrow to pop up. As you can see, the green is forming here, and this one is 30 minutes time frame. So the green is forming here. I just even traded the B1000 finish. So the green is already pop up here. The green is here, and the green is here. So, but it has already reached the upper zone, which is for the self zone. So it is more advisable to turn off the robots now, or when you go to your H1, which is 1 hour time frame, to confirm if 1 hour time frame still gives you entry, you leave the robot to be working. So let's check the 1 hour time frames. 1 hour time frames. So what is happening in 1 hour time frame? As you can see, so you see now you cannot stay in the market again. So in 1 hour time frame, market is selling, and also the red arrow is already up. So you just wait for this one to come to this level to be forming the green, and also for the green arrow to pop up. You turn on the B1000. So to run the robot, it is not necessary that one trade the B1000 and C1000 at the same time. No. So if it is only C1000 that will give you entry, so that means it is only the C1000 that you'll be trading. You will not be trading the second index. But if it is B1000 that will give you entry, so you turn off the robot. So there is a manual way of turning off the robots for the each index. So this one is for the general running of the robot. When you turn it on here, so the two robots will be working. So to turn off the robots manually, maybe you want to trade only the B1000, don't want to trade the C1000, so we have manual way of turning it off. So there we have video for that one. So I just want everyone to see how the spike robot and indicator I used to advertise on the platform usually used to work. Because some people are just saying the message that spike robot this price, an indicator this price, CPS this price. So just try to understand the difference between the three. So the VPS is just like a computer that will allow you to be having access to the spiky robot. So the spiky robot itself will be the one to be doing the trading for you. So while the indicator is one that will be like your guideline, it will be like your guidance that will allow you to know the right time for you to turn on your robots and also for you to turn off your robots. So that is for the indicator aspect of it. So those are the three. So they work differently. And we have other robots. We have volatility. I even have robots that trade all the indices. But the truth of all these robots, I have used so many robots. I see how many that I'm even still using. The truth of it is that it is only the spiky robots still remain the best out of all these robots. The spiky robots still remain the best. So far, one stick to the rules. Forget you cannot lose using the spike robot, but others you can lose. There is stop loss there, you will lose. If you the spike robot, there's not like stop loss there because it will close loss for you. It will always close profits. The only thing that makes so many people not to be using the spike robot is not to be following the rules. Some people are impatient. They cannot stick to the rules, waiting for the arrow to pop up and also for the soon to be forming the right color. So that is why we see so many people to be avoiding the spike robot. But if you have someone, you don't even need to have any knowledge, nothing concerned with what is price or anything. Forget it. Forget it. Just follow to the rules and you'll see. Forget it. And you'll be packing your dollars. That one is certain. So when you purchase the robots, so we'll send you the video on how you can do this thing. And for the VPS, so that one is constant. So the VPS, we have VPS that you pay monthly for. So some take maybe monthly you pay for, you subscribe for it monthly. But for this VPS, this one is for yearly. It's for 1 year. 1 year. When you pay for 1 year, so forget it. So you'll be able to access everything on the VPS. You can try to go online. You Google it, the VPS. So the what VPS does. So how it works, and also the companies that provide the VPS. So it is not something that you can just go to your Google Play Store and you'll be install it and you think that you'll be just be using it freely. No. So you subscribe for it. You subscribe. So this one is for 1 year. So you'll be able to use the VPS for 1 year. So after 1 year, so you can still get it back. So that is how this one works. So that is for the VPS and also the spiking robots and also the indicator. So that's it. So if you are someone that doesn't have money, maybe for the VPS, so you can just have your robots installed on your laptop and also your indicator. So it should just be on your maybe on your leisure time. You try to at least to analyze, you check your indicator and you let it to pick trade. But the importance of the VPS is at least when you are on the motion or you are at office or anywhere, you can just be at least just check it on your phone and check and so you know the right time for you to launch the robots. So the spiking robot is not something that you'll be turning on 24/7. No. So but some robots like that, like volatilities, all those one now, you can turn them off 24/7 and they will be picking trade. But those one they pick loss too. They pick loss, so you will be trading, you'll be getting profit, so possibly you'll be getting profit and profit. But they trade loss too, you'll be having some losses and sometimes their losses, sometimes the losses can even affect your capital. So, but this spiky robot, forget you cannot lose. So far you follow the rules, just stick to the rules. When you stick to the rules, forget you cannot lose. So that one is guaranteed. You cannot lose for the spike robot. And it is always good to have targets when you are trading the forex. So let's assume that you are someone that wants to start with $100. So you can have daily target, maybe you have $10 to $20 in a day. You turn off the robot. Even if there is entry, you don't go it again. You say you're okay with the $20. And if you are someone that have maybe like $200 and your $30 or $40 is your daily target, so you're okay. And if you're someone with $500 capital, so $50, so obviously you calculate them. Are they small? They are not small money. You calculate them. So you calculate them. They are not small money. So they are good. They are enough. They are okay. So you don't like to be greedy, because what kills most people in the forex, it affects me too. So that is truth. It affects me too. So it's greediness. Most of us, we are greedy. Maybe your target, I could remember when I started the forex trading. That time my target is to have like $50. $50. And the person that even told me on how to trade told me that my target should be $5. So I just look at myself, $5. $5 will be too small for me. And it is not that too small, honestly. When you calculate $5 times 30, you convert it to the naira. So that will be giving you like 70,000 naira in a month. It is not small, but to us, we think that it's small. So on that Friday, I made my $50. So not even only $50, I made like 60, okay, like 70 something dollar. So when I reached that 70 something dollar, okay, I can still get more. I can still get. Let me try to reach the $100, and my capital then was $300. So I had $300 running as my equity. So I already made $70. Okay, let me try to make it $100. So I try, I push, I mix. That very day, I made like $120 too. Okay, 120. Okay, let me try to make it $150. I reached $150. No, it's $150. I reached $170. And okay, for me to reach $150, let me just close it $200. So you can't believe it. From that $170, I lose all the profits. Not even only the profits, I lost even my capital to the forex on that same day. And what caused it? Greediness. From the $300, I made 50. 50 was not enough for me, so the 100 to the 170, and I lost everything, even my capital. Everything was just turning, as if they even caused me that day. I was just looking like a moron. What's happening? What's happening? I was just sweating. I was just sweating. So everything. So one needs to control the emotion, and that is the importance of using the robots. So robot will, if it is $1, robot will close it for you. So it can now pick another entry. So and also your capital will be determining the amount of the position that the robot will be picking for you. So someone that is having like maybe $100 now. So okay, set your position to be like 2 or 3. So someone with $200 capital can be having like 4 or 5 or 6. So someone with $500 can be having like 7 or 6 or 10 for the positions. And so as you can see now, so the positions now will now be determining the amount of the dollar that will be packing on each entry of the robot. So you will see that they will be free. So the capital will also determine the amount that will be getting on daily basis. So one entry, one trading of the robot. So one trading can give you, if it is like, if you are using 3 positions, so one entry can give you maybe $5 or $4. So you wait for an entry, and the robot will pick another entry. You are not the one to be doing that. So far you have watched your own indicator, you list everything to the robot. So robot will be doing everything for you. So your own work is just to be watching the indicator at your leisure time. So to turn off the robots when you notice that the indicators has already reached the exhausted zone. So that's for the how the robots works, and also the indicators, and also the VPS. So and that's all for now. So as time goes on, so I will still be dropping informations on other robots, and also the necessary information that we need for us to train the forex trading. So see you guys. That's all for now.